Boy, we've got a litany of Hall of Famers here. We got Matt Jones. We've got features editor from Whole Hog Sports, Clay Henry. Got Coach Matt Zimmerman from the Razorback Foundation and the Arkansas basketball broadcast and football broadcast as well. Z, what's going on, man? Good to see you.
I'm just honored to be here with Matt Jones as always, and you throw Clay in there and yourself in there. It's awesome, and we're sitting at Baum-Walker Stadium. It's just a beautiful day. Last night was beautiful. I stayed the whole game, enjoyed it, and I was kind of rooting for Pine Bluff to stay within 10 runs, and they did it.
They did
all
until
the way until the last pitch of the game.
Ninth inning, that's right.
Yeah, and it was kind of entertaining, and it was fun. It was a really good crowd. Of course, it's always sold out, but there was a few more empties than normal. But I think it's just because we were going to play Thursday. It's a quick turnaround.
Hey, Coach Z, I love talking basketball with you, and why I got you here before we get into some college stuff, I want to ask you one NBA question, Coach. The Thunder are the number 1 seed in the West. The Cavs are the number 1 seed in the East. Which one of those teams could actually win? Nobody's talking about either one of those teams kind of win the title. Do you think one of those teams could actually win the NBA championship this year?
I really do. I think both of them have a chance to. The Cavaliers are really good, and they've had just such a special season, and obviously they're so good on offense. They score so many points, but now you're hearing the commentators, you're people talking about how improved their defense is, and they've got a lot to prove because you're right. Everyone thinks it's going to be the Celtics or the Lakers, and there's still talk of the Nuggets, and now the Golden State won that tough game last night against the Memphis Grizzlies. They're still in the hunt. The Clippers are playing well, but you don't hear much about the 2 number 1 seeds. But Oklahoma City could for sure win it. And 2 guys from your old school, Fort Smith, Northside, they're key pieces. Now, they're not Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, he's probably going to be the MVP. It's amazing, Matt, how great of a season Jokic had, and he's not going to be the MVP probably. It would have been his 4th MVP award. He's dominated the league. But they've had some stuff going on in Denver, and they hadn't been quite as good. They're still a great basketball team, but definitely either one of those number 1 seeds could definitely win the championship.
Can I just stay in the NBA with you here just for a moment?
I like it.
Did you see Nico Harrison is doubling down on the trade? He's telling people that his job is to not do what's best for fans and not do what's best for whomever. It's to do what's best for the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah.
And I just don't know if that it's not like he's going to stand there and a month or so after the trade lament the trade that he made, but you're still shoveling, a bunch of stuff into people's mouths that they're not believing.
Yeah, I understand he was trying to stick up for this. Obviously, it was a really, really bad decision, and it seemed like he was working for the Lakers. I mean, he
sounded like it.
He almost kind of gave the Lakers.
He was a spy, that's for
sure.
The
Lakers were not going to win the title with what they had going on. Matt, Phil, the Lakers can absolutely win the championship with Luka, and they're going to have a great chance to win the championship.
Name a last time, if you want to say Dirk Nowitzki wasn't a top 3 player, he might have been. Yeah. You want to say the Pistons, like Rasheed Wallace, didn't have a top 3 player? Okay, maybe so. Name a time NBA teams won a championship without a top 3 or top 5 player. It doesn't happen, and you just traded one to the Lakers.
LeBron's still LeBron, and he's not probably a top 10 player right now, but he's probably top 15, and he's been one of the best players in the league for 20 years, and you give him a running buddy like Luka, who is a top 5 player. I mean, I love how the NBA does it, that 5 guys make first team All-NBA, 5 guys make second team, 5 guys make third team every year, 15 guys, that's it. And he's made first team 5 times.
Says something, doesn't it?
I mean, he's one of the top 5 players in the league, dominating, and then you just hand him to a team that's got one of the greatest players of all time. Man, the Mavericks really, really helped out the Los Angeles Lakers.
All right, and while we got you in another 5 minutes until our commercial break,
okay.
The 2 commitments for men's basketball, Pringle, power forward, Ewan, scoring center. When we bring it in, guys who are big men, who are older, front court, maybe a younger back court. What do you think of this?
I love bringing in guys with size. He's always going to have big teams, big guards, big postmen, long athletic guys. That's what he's going to go for. And these guys that are going to be coming are big. I mean, Nick Pringle, South Carolina, he was really good at Alabama. He used that length. He can jump out of the gym. I thought he was much better at Alabama than he was this past year at South Carolina. Now, he kicked our butt on that Saturday when they hadn't won a game in the league, and they beat us He was outstanding. The 18 points, he dominated our bigs. But they're both good, and I like what you just said there. They're older. They're experienced guys. They've been through a lot of SEC battles. Hopefully that helps us. We need that. We need size. We need some men. We need some guys that'll smack somebody and fight and claw for rebounds and be aggressive. And Pringle can dunk, block shots, change shots, and we're going to need that.
Man, this is Clay. I think Pringle with guards is what you're talking about, why he was better at Alabama. And he's going to be with guards in this. But South Carolina, they had two bigs, and their guards were just okay.
That's right. Yeah.
And we'll have elite guards with him, and he'll prosper, flourish.
No, that's very well said. South Carolina, out of our 16 teams in our league, they were probably 14th, 15th, 16th in the league in guard play. They had a great player, Colin Murray Boyles, and then they had Nick Pringle. And other than that, they lacked. You're right. He will be much, much better because he's going to get to catch a lot of lob dunks from DJ and the two freshman guards that we have are outstanding. They are two great players, and we haven't had two top 10 guards like that in a good long. Todd Day, Lee Mayberry. You can argue it with Anthony Black, and Jordan wasn't really just a true guard.
What about Anthony Black getting his first playoff experience, Coach? I love watching him prosper.
He was so good last night in that game, and he is last year as a rookie, like most rookies, Matt, he was just okay, and I don't think he was very happy with his rookie year as the 6th pick in the draft. This year he's been way better, and he's been outstanding really since Christmas, and he was good last night, and they're going to need him if Orlando's going to make a run in the playoffs.
Man, don't you think that Knox in Richmond will take a big jump next year?
Yeah, and it's big to get Knox back. I was so worried about him, Clay, because he played so well down the stretch. He was the guy with these size 17 shoes and these long arms, and he can shoot the ball well, and he's athletic, and he's strong. I was like, this is the guy we could – he's tough. He's the guy we could lose. He's not – was he ready? He needs some more work. But – he's the guy the NBA would snag and take right off the bat. I've been worried about him, but I'm glad he's going to be back. That's huge for the Razorbacks. Billy, too. Billy was really good for us, but Billy's not quite there as far as his skill level, being able to shoot like Carter.
Matt's got a position for him for the football team. He wants him as a safety.
He can play a strong safety. He's tough and fast. Come in there, and you're right. He always plays at 11. He's got to get a little hesitation to his game and understand that you are faster and better athlete than most people on the floor, but learn how to be an artist, learn how to be savvy, learn how to do something because you see the skill set there. You're just kind of waiting for it to come to fruition.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And but it's a great thing for the coaching staff to have those guys back. TB, who's going to be in his 5th year of college basketball. As long as all these guys end up being back like we think they're going to be, you got a strong base. And you still don't know what's going to happen with the dude Thero. He could come back. Boogie Fland, will he come back? I know they've declared, but you just don't ever know what happened. A lot of different things happen, and minds change in April and May, and some of that's going to be some interesting stuff to watch here.